Yo, what up, man? It's the kid DJ Bobby Black, and you are now locked into the podcast. The South got something to say.
But it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
Let's go. All right, we get ready to jump this off, man. Right now, man, it's the kid DJ Bobby Black. This is the podcast. The South got something to say. And right now, I am honored. It's my pleasure. I told this man, I am totally honored to have this man in the building today. He is a true pioneer of the South. Not just going to say Atlanta, of the South. True pioneer. Okay. Got to give it up. We get the platform right here. My man, I do this to give honor, to give respects, to pay homage to the forefathers of this thing we call hip-hop and rap, because brothers is making a lot of money. Yeah. And we got to give respects right now. Without further ado, I got my main man, Raheem the Dream, in the building. My fake studio audience, make some noise. Yo.
What's up?
How you feeling, brother?
Man, I feel great, man, and I want everyone that's watching to know this man right here is extremely gifted and talented. Behind the cameras, I found out a lot about DJ Bobby Black.
Hey, man.
He ain't playing, man. I'm talking about a multi-millionaire of skills. Hey, and man. I wanted the people to know that, man, that you can draw like it ain't nobody's business. I'm talking about artwork. I'm in the studio looking at the stuff that's behind y'all that y'all can't see, actual pictures, photos of images of people, man. I mean, it's incredible. It's on the wall. It ain't no sheet of paper. It ain't no tracing that. Nope. You got to really know how to draw and paint that, man.
That took a lot. You know, I was a lot of summer school. If my mama hear this, she'll be like, that boy flunked a bunch of classes. But this is what I was doing in class. Okay. So, you know, mama, I'm putting it to work, mama.
Yes, because everybody got a gift, and it has to come out, and yours come out. Well, you got radio, you're a famous DJ, you can draw. It might be a lot of other things that we'll discover when we talk that you can do. You might can sing backwards, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of this stuff, it just comes from just, like I was explaining to my little cousin over here, I was telling him that when hip-hop was, like, I was young, so I was born in 77, so me coming up, you know, seeing movies like Beat Street and stuff like that, I was just really influenced by the whole culture of hip-hop. I mean, everything. Everything, the way, the Pumas with the laces, and I was so young, and I couldn't really participate like that, but I wanted to be a part so bad that I would just try to draw anything I could do, get some cardboard, try to break dance, you know, try to rap.
That's the exciting part of hip-hop, is because all of us grew up in it, watching it and becoming hip-hop.
Right.
And what's funny about today is if you say hip-hop has started in the 70s, late 70s, and it is 2018 right now.
Yes.
If you even look at that, that's more than 40 years of hip-hop. So guess who's running America right now? Those people we were young then.
Yes.
So as we got older, we become the senators, the mayors, the governors, you know, the CEOs of the record labels, the men that's running the record companies and the radio stations and the record pools. So we're the ones that made hip-hop and grew up hip-hop, and now we're running the world.
Absolutely.
So that's why I knew that hip-hop would never die. A long time ago, they used to say, I give it 3 years. In the late 79, it was like, Curtis Blow come out with the breaks and all that, and I give hip-hop 3 years. Okay, now it's what, 40-some years later?
I think it was just, what did they just celebrate, the 43rd year anniversary?
Yeah. They thought hip-hop was going to die a long time ago, and now people are making millions and millions of dollars.
Yes.
And then guess who else eating? Not only the rappers itself, but the rappers employ bodyguards, sound crews, white, black, Puerto Rican, everybody. People who sell merchandise, people who draw, people who get behind the cameras and do videos. I mean, we employ a lot of people.
Yes, from hip-hop.
From hip-hop.
Yes.
Something that they tried to stop. Now it's an economy. Look at the economics of hip-hop. We done made a lot of millionaires.
Yes, a whole lot of millionaires. Saved a lot of lives, a lot of families, man. So I salute hip-hop, and like I said, on that note, we got to salute the pioneers that really got this going. So now I got Raheem the Dream in the garage, man. I don't think, man, my people in podcast world, man, my people out there, man, I'm excited to have this man here. So all right, where did the name Raheem the Dream come from?
Oh, man. We go back to when I was in high school in the 10th grade. You know, I'm rocking the pep rallies, I'm rocking the talent shows, and at that time I was going by the name MC Raheem.
Okay.
Yeah, just because they was like, you gonna MC, you gonna do the thing, you gonna rap? I said, yeah, man, I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna MC it. So I was MC Raheem.
Right.
When I got ready to graduate, the girls started, singing Raheem the Dream. I'm like, okay, we might have something. So I got girls to come in the studio and sing Raheem the Dream. That was my very first record that went on the radio on rotation. And that was my first hit, Raheem the Dream.
So some girls just in the high school just singing Raheem, and you said, wait a minute, I'm gonna record that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that record and let everybody know. I'm gonna introduce myself at the same time and put my first record out.
Is that the first song you ever recorded?
No, I had 2 records before that.
Yeah.
I had 2 underground records. One called "You Looking Stupid." Yeah, that one, and a song called "Motor Bus." Because I was on the motor bus freestyling. When we used to catch the bus to 5 Points downtown, we used to get on the train and battle other rappers from Decatur and wherever you thought you coming from. Me and my homeboy, his name was Chuck D, like Public Enemy, and he was a rapper. So we used to get on the train and get a little beat going. You just pay 1 fare and ride all day on the train, just beating and giving everybody a show. And we get off and go home, man. It was like, oh, man, we're going to do this again tomorrow. Y'all tore them guys up today. Y'all freestyled and tore them up.
And this your high school years?
Yeah, this is high school years.
What years is this?
Oh, if I tell you that, man, you'll know I'm 50. Oops, did I say 50? Yeah, I look good, y'all.
Yeah.
50. I'm sitting up here 50, face not broken in.
So you just,
still got all my hair. I turned 50 March 24th last year. So March is coming up, y'all. We're getting ready to celebrate Raheem the Dream.
51st birthday.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's a blessing, man.
To be here in the game at 50 and still packing concerts. I'm doing shows, I'm dropping records, and we're going to speak on the groups I got coming because you heard something behind the scenes.
Yeah, he played a lot of music for me, right? He ain't got Tight to Death ain't went nowhere. We're gonna get to so all right, so where was you born and raised at?
I was born in Dallas, Texas. Pretty much raised here in Atlanta. We got here when I was 12. So
what side of town you came to?
I came to DeLoe, Camelton and DeLoe, where Outkast be rapping about.
Absolutely.
Goody Mob rap about.
South Side.
Yeah, that's why I was at Camelton and DeLoe. The apartment's called Brickwood back in the day.
Okay.
Then we moved to another famous spot called County Line. Camelton Road, County Line.
Okay.
Everybody know that's in Ben Hill, Ben Real.
Right.
And we had a house built there. And so pretty much then I had a house built, over there in that same area because I was making money on my records. Yeah. So I say I want to still stay on this side of town, but the ATL been so good to me, man. It's like I stayed in College Park, stayed in Riverdale. So I had cribs around town, so I got to meet everybody on different sides,
Yeah. Real ATL in.
Yeah, real ATL. So I've been in ATL longer than I been in Dallas, Texas. I was born in Dallas, Texas, but you move out when you're 12, what do you know?
Yeah, you don't really know. I mean, I moved here when I was 21. I'm now 40. Yeah. So I'm approaching
over Doug.
Yeah, I've been here a long time. Yeah. So like I say, man, just we'll get into all that as we speak. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, tell me about your early influences with music. Like I know, like myself, I came up playing the drums. I played the drums in church. Yeah, sung in the choir. That was my first introduction to music. Yeah. What was yours?
Mine was Jimmy Spicer. Before I heard, I'm taking them back.
Okay. Jimmy Spicer. All right, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it.
Hey, Jimmy Spicer made super rhymes. And if you look in the Guinness Book of Records, he had the longest rhyme in the hip-hop history.
Okay.
Record was over 14 minutes long. That's a single.
Okay.
That was one sense, like almost people albums these days.
Absolutely. Now, Jimmy Spicer, he has the
super rhymes.
Yes, and he has the who came back and used the beat? Was it Mano? Did Mano use it? Is it Jimmy Spicer?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. All right. I know I got my music, my samples, right? I get them together in my head. So that's your first influence. When you heard that, you said, man, this is...
Yeah, well, that was the first rap I learned. The first influence was the Sugar Hill Gang.
Okay.
Sugar Hill then, Curtis Blow, and then I got more interested in rapping. I wanted to hear more, and I dug up that on Jimmy Spicer.
Okay.
And I was like, whoa, did y'all hear this rhyme about super rhymes?
Yeah.
It was really creative. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start doing this, man. I'm going to give people some stories. So I said, I'm going to make up some stories. That's when I came up with that martyr bus, you know. So, hey, I was telling them I jump on the bus. I pay my fare. I go to the back like I just don't care. I see a fly girl that I like to meet. I say my name, Raheem, and then I took a seat. This is way back, y'all. This is like 83.
You're right. Okay. So from super rapping, you said this is, I think I'm going to write me some raps down.
Yeah. So I started doing mine and throwing the after parties at the high school football game.
Now, what high school was you at?
I went to Thurrow High.
Thurrow High,
Thurrow
South
High,
Side.
Panther, South Side.
Okay.
So I got all the way into the entertainment. Keep in mind, I'm doing that, and I'm on honor roll.
Honor roll student as well.
School, yeah. Graduated 3.5.
That's.
So I'm throwing.
Let's clap that up first of all. Let's clap that up right there. First of all, right. Let's talk about that.
School is very important.
Absolutely.
Very important. A lot of people think you got to give up one for the other. You don't. You can keep school and make your raps and make money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So all right. So now you're at Thurrow. So now you doing was the pep rallies? Was that your first
Yes.
introduction to him? Like really getting it in?
To be real live in front of the crowds was the pep rallies, and the pep rallies would be on Friday at home games at our school. So say 2:15, school would close at 3:30. 2:15, everybody calling out all the classes to come to the amphitheater, and we got a stage out there, concrete stage, and we got the band beating the drums. I done got with the band already at 12:30 and say, this is what I want y'all to play for me.
Right.
I want y'all to play Run DMC, It's Like That. And I'm going to do my rap. Doom, 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 doom. I say my name, Raheem. They call me the Dreamer, man. Thurrow High Pep Rally, and this is my team.
Okay,
Boom,
so
boom,
y'all
boom.
lit out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we live, right? They like, oh my God, he rap. We got a real live rapper at our school.
Right.
Because you only heard it on the radio.
Right.
So, you know, well, how many rappers was out? Okay, you got
mean,
like
what-
2 of us, 3 of us, me, Shadi, and Mojo.
Okay.
And Sammy Sam, you know.
At this. All right. So now, what year is this? What's going on right now? What is the hip hop scene like at this time? You in high school when you're doing the pet rallies? Are there any rappers out right now?
The rappers that was out was New York. They had
Okay.
radio on lock. It was the Fresh Fest tour.
Absolutely.
Run DMC, LL Cool J, Fat Boys, Houdini, you know, Beastie Boys.
My father brought that tour to Springfield, Mass. Like,
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That tour was real popular.
Yeah.
And Ricky Walker was the one who brought it here and took the Fresh Fest tour around the world. And you remember tickets was $12 to get in those big old arenas then.
Yep.
That was a lot of money to us.
Absolutely.
Back then, but you say $12 now, it's like buying a combo at the, hey,
Right.
hey, give me a number, what you call it? It's $12, run it. And you had all those people at the concert at a big coliseum, and then you in there celebrating. So when I saw that, I'm in the crowd, me and my homie, we just amazed. We're like, that's what we doing at our high school pep rallies. They doing it worldwide.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do.
That's right. So like going to see the Fresh Fest. That
Oh
was.
yeah, motivation right there.
I can imagine.
That somebody can get paid doing what we like to do.
Yeah.
You know, saying I rap, so that made me say, look here, I'm finna go home, I'm finna get better, and I'm finna put my beats down, and I'm finna get on radio. And at that time, V13 wasn't playing rap except for on Friday nights. It was called the Fresh Party.
The Fresh Party.
Yeah, 10 to 12 p.m.
Now who did
12
this?
a.m.
Whose show was this?
This was Dangerous D is his name now, but it was Darren Fears then.
Dan Furs.
Yeah, he's making on the radio under Dangerous D.
Right now he's still on radio? Okay.
Yep, he's on air, still legendary on the mic, on the air. So he was doing the Fresh Fest. That's what it was called, the Fresh Party.
The Fresh Party.
Yeah. So you get on the Fresh Party, you were doing it. People bring their records all week long to the radio just to get on Friday night. Okay, not to get on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That was out of the question. They said, "Oh, we don't play rap here."
Yeah.
That's what V13 was saying at that time. There was some more PDs back then
Right.
from other states, but they was running. Say, we don't play rap. Okay, you playing Run DMC, LL, that's rap. You playing Dougie Fresh, that's rap. Just say you don't play Atlanta rap.
So who was the first to break through out here?
Atlanta on the radio on rotation was me.
Okay.
Now the first one out was Mojo. He had a single out and he was on an AM station. It was called WLKC. V13 didn't kick in until I came out. Everybody would listen to AM stations. People don't even believe
Cut that down a little bit.
About the A, that it was an AM station kicking it. And the guy that was knocking it down on that station, he was the popular guy here in Atlanta on WLK. And I'm trying to think of his name, but he had Mojo on his show.
All right, so Mojo's getting played on the AM station.
Yeah.
V103 comes through with the Fresh Party on Friday nights.
Yes.
With, what's his name?
Darren Fears.
With Darren Furious.
Darren Fears.
Boom. Now, okay, so at this time you're doing the pep rallies.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming this is where you meet Toomp at.
I met Toomp at Thorough High.
At Thorough High.
He was my DJ at my parties at Thorough High.
So y'all going to high school together?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to high school. He came out a couple years after me. And so he was my DJ.
Okay.
I bought him turntables and everything, had them made, his new Mark mixers and everything.
So all right, for y'all that don't know, we're speaking about the legendary producer DJ Toomp here. This was just being his DJ back in high school.
Yeah.
So now, all right, so at this time, so was Toomp, he was popular around neighborhood as a DJ?
Yep. Toomp was like one of the #1 DJs in Atlanta.
Yeah, at this time. How does he is? He's in high school.
Yeah, he's in high school because he was doing tricks on the turntables. Like we'll be performing at Jelly Beans, and he'll put some kind of stuff on the turntables and it light a little fire, and he'd be scratching fast until the fire go out on the actual record. So he had some kind of chemicals, and it'd be dark in the club, and he's scratching in the fire. The turntables like they lighting up. So, I mean, we was putting on the show back then. That was at Jelly Beans Skating Rink.
Had a real show. Where was Jelly Beans at?
Jelly Beans was in Ben Hill as well.
Yeah.
That was where everybody hung out on Sunday. You was in Atlanta, you go to Jelly Beans, and then after Jelly Beans, you go to Crystals on Campbellton Road. You didn't have to buy nothing. It's just a million cars. Everybody sitting on their cars at Crystals.
I don't care what it wrote. So, all right, so how was you getting these records? All right. Now you know you take how were you getting these records around like that?
Well, hey, we get in the car and we got boxes of 12-inch vinyl, because at that time CDs wasn't what was going on. Cassettes.
Yeah, it's vinyl.
Yeah, it was vinyl.
And cassettes.
Everybody had a turntable at home.
Yeah.
You go to somebody's house and you see that big old thing with that TV right there,
you're right.
and you lift up them things on the side, that wood, what's that? Put a record on that.
Yeah.
So everybody, mama and them had a big TV with
the
the
record
player in it. And the kids, y'all don't know what a record player is. It's something that you put this big old thing that look like a disc, a gigantic disc to you, okay? It was vinyl. And you put that bad boy on, that's some DJ was scratching. That's what they get the scratching for. If you do it, your mom said, boy, you tearing up you scratching my brand new vinyl, my record, you get a whooping.
Yep.
But DJs made that down of an art.
Absolutely.
To scratch a record perfectly, and you can play the record and it won't jump.
It's an art now.
That's an art skill.
It's used as an instrument, really. That's the way I look at it. It's an instrument.
Yep,
now,
turntable's an instrument.
Absolutely. All right, so the first single to come out was the Raheem the Dream record.
Yep, that was the first one on sale.
Who produced this?
Was this Mike Fresh. It was independent.
It was independent. You put this out yourself?
No, I had a friend of my family. His name is King J. A lot of people know him as King J. And he put my very first record out in stores. He had an independent record label called Arvis Records. And DJ Toomp was the DJ. Mike Fresh was the producer.
Okay. And this is a label out of Atlanta.
Yeah. Mike Fresh is a very well-known producer with Two Live Crew, Luke, and all
he
them
went on and
cats.
did a whole lot with them.
Yes, MC Shot D, Poison Clan, so is DJ Toomp, blew up, did all that, did T.I.'s album, did stuff with Kanye West and Jay-Z. So a lot of people that we're going to be talking about down the line touched a lot of people worldwide, and it all started right here. So
now once your record hits, Raheem the Dream's getting played.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you about the Raheem the Dream record. Remember when I told you that the V13 wasn't playing rap like that?
Right.
Remember? say, well, how did Raheem the Dream blow up? This is what happened.
Okay.
I'm getting played on the Fresh Party as most you can get played 2 minutes.
Yep.
So 2 minutes on Friday night out of a whole 7 days.
That's all you get.
That's all I'm getting. The reason why I was popular is because the clubs was banging me. The record pools, $1 million record pools was playing me. Dixie Dance Kings was playing me. That's the white mixed DJs crew. So I had the streets on lock, and the radio wasn't tuned in to the streets. They didn't know what they was doing.
Right.
But when our song come on in the club, they lose it. So if the radio was hanging in the clubs like, hey, we need to get that record. When they come on, they lose it.
Right.
So they wasn't in tune to what the people wanted. So a new station came in town called Kiss 104. It's a R&B station now, but at that time it was hip hop and R&B.
Okay.
And they called him the Radio King. Mitch Faulkner was the program director at the station. So me and King J went to the station. He walked in with about 5 vinyls.
Who's King J?
That's the one who owned the record label.
Okay, all
The
right.
one I told you about.
Absolutely.
So we pull up at Kiss 104. I'm sitting in the car. He run in, take about 15 minutes. He was coming right back out. He ain't have no records with him. He wasn't smiling or nothing. I said, oh, man, I guess they doing like V103, right?
Yeah.
Y'all keep in mind, this the V103 that was in the early 80s, not the one now. They love me. They love me. So he come out. I said, what happened? He said, yeah, I met the program director. He said he gonna take a listen to it and see what he could do. Probably give me a call. I said, okay, cool. Well, we tried.
At least we tried.
It's 4:35 p.m. Friday. We getting ready to crank the car up so we can head back on the other side of town. Turn the radio up because we want to keep listening to the guy. He said, this gentleman just left my station, King J, Arvis Records. And he brought this record. I'm going to see what this record is about. He said his name is Raheem the Dream. And the song is called Raheem the Dream. Let's take a listen to it, Atlanta. At 4:35 p.m. Friday, I never got a record played, but on V103 at 10 to 12 on Friday nights.
2 minutes.
It's Friday, and he just introduced me to the whole city. Everybody getting ready to get out of work and out of school.
Yeah.
Man, we called everybody. We said, y'all turn the radio on. They finna play our record right now. It came on. We losing our minds, so we jumping up and down, because we have cell phones.
Yeah.
We calling people on the payphone. Turn the radio on.
Turn the radio on.
Call somebody else, tell them turn it on. So we all excited. We drive off. We going back to all these record stores. Keep in mind, the record stores ordering like crazy anyway because of the clubs.
So they're already.
Now we on on Kiss 104.
Yeah.
Here you go. 2 hours later. You heard the record earlier. You're calling the request. I got to put it back on. Atlanta's on. Raheem. I said, oh, no.
Played it 2 times.
Not only that, when 9:30 something came, because we ain't turning the station now, we done heard it twice.
Yeah.
9 o'clock hour, it come on again. I said, it's over.
I'm in rotation.
We're on rotation. My brother King J called the radio the next morning.
Yeah.
He said, you didn't tell us you was going to play it that many times. He said, is that a problem? He said, yeah, we sold out of product. He said, well,
It's a good problem.
it's a good problem.
Yeah.
He said, what you got to do is get your investment up and get your order on because we ain't taking it off rotation. We adding you to the station. So now I'm getting 40 spins a week. Remember, I was only getting played 2 minutes one night at V. Now I'm getting 40 spins. I'm on rotation. I don't care what's going on. Now I'm like, what?
Like, I'm here.
Like, what? We done
here.
made it.
Right.
Now we getting calls from cities outside of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Everywhere, everybody calling. I'm doing shows, like 3 shows a week now. I'm booming now. So that was the start. And we got rotate. I'm sorry. I'm going to fast forward real quick. Then that made V103 say, go ahead and put that Raheem on rotation too.
Now let me ask you, how long was the process in between you recording that record and it started getting in rotation?
Now that was about 2 months from
Shadi
recording.
said the same thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy that it moves that fast. You know, like in a 2-month span. Because I know people that have been rapping all of my life.
Yeah.
They can't get nothing moving.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the good thing about the people is that they can demand anything.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be the listener's favorite friend.
Right.
Because that's how you get your commercial sold on your radio station, by listenership. So if everybody listening to this station, then you selling commercials to all these dealerships, clubs.
Yep.
Everybody's buying commercials at your station.
Absolutely.
So we obviously gonna want to be played where the hits are because that's where everybody's spending their money at. Now your station ain't playing the hits.
Right.
People ain't gonna buy commercials over there.
Absolutely. That's how they make their money.
That's how they make their money. So guess what? Now they got a place from Raheem.
So now Raheem's in rotation now at this time. So now tell me what the Atlanta hip hop scene is like at this time. You got Raheem in rotation, Mojo's on the AM station.
Yeah.
Where's Shadi at in this place?
At this point, the AM station had faded out. So Mojo wasn't no longer on the air. When Mojo was on the air, that was 83, 84.
Okay.
And that was on that station. The AM went out, and the FM station wasn't playing Mojo like
Yeah,
that.
so he's faded out.
Yeah, so he's gone, and Mojo didn't put nothing else out.
Yeah, he just had the
He just
what was
he
it?
just chilled and started working for I think UPS.
Yeah.
So he's a real cool cat too. He speaks Spanish fluently.
Wow.
People didn't know that. And then Shadi, he didn't get radio rotation in Atlanta because he was getting a lot of rotation in Miami and Virginia,
So he has
Carolinas, West Coast. So he was doing that. Because I never saw Shadi at the station doing the interviews or nothing.
Yeah.
I said, Shadi, you staying on the road? And he said, yeah, man, Miami, man.
Now, how did people adapt? I mean, to Shadi, you know, because he's from he has an up top swag down here. In
Now
the
that
South.
was crazy. Shadi from New York.
Yeah.
Okay, related to African Bambaataa.
Absolutely.
So, and then Shadi did not lose his New York accent. And he rapping on bass records, booty shake records.
Yes.
That always tripped everybody out.
Right.
Cause they was like, yo, 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 yo.
Hey,
It's Shadi. And he had the New York accent, rapping to an up-tempo bass beat. I'm like, oh, man. And so Shy, that's my dog. I tell him I love 3 or 4 of his records like crazy. They come on, I'm like, that's my dog.
That's
right
my
there.
dog, man.
Yeah.
Great brother, man.
So we did, when Shadi went to prison, it was just me just taking over the game fully.
Right.
Me, Sammy Sam, and Shadi got out, I think it was like 88, 89, something like that. When he got out, I never met him before this. I said, you know what, Shadi just got out. I'm going to give him a call. I'm going to find out who knows Shadi. I call him. I said, yo, Shadi, this is Raheem in the dream. He said, yo, what's up, man? Yo, I love your record. Yo. So I said, I love your records too, man. I said, we might need to do something together. He said, whenever you're ready. I said, I got a beat, just got done from DJ Bonet of A-Town Players with DJ Kizzy Rock.
Yep.
He said, what's the name of the record? I said, it's called Short Shorts. I said, we wear short shorts. Boom, boom. Got the same girls who sung Raheem the Dream singing We Wear Short Shorts. Got him in the studio, Shadi murdered that verse. That record came out doing Freaknik.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get there.
I'm fast forwarding, y'all. This is crazy.
Now take me to Freaknik.
Okay. So you talking about Freaknik in Atlanta with over 150,000 visitors.
What year did Freaknik really?
It really started in like the late 80s, but at that time we wasn't participating in it. It was only college. It was just really colleges hooking up.
Right.
And they'll let each other know where they was having the Freaknik in what city. And it may be a couple hundred of them partying and carrying on. And then once they slipped out and told people the Freaknik, they like, Freaknik?
Right.
Where they having it at? Oh, they in Florida. So everybody went to Florida. Then they got a word to say, this year we having it in Atlanta. You got 100-something thousand people in Atlanta, and every artist in the world being booked at clubs in Atlanta doing Freaknik.
Yep.
New York, West Coast, down south Miami, all of us, everybody doing shows. So one guy did a show at Morris Brown Stadium.
Yep.
And he put 20 rap groups on it. Headliner Luke had Too Short on there, Naughty by Nature, Raheem the Dream, West Coast rap. It was ridiculous. You got 40,000 people out at the stadium.
Right.
And we all performing, man.
And it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Monumental.
And that's what Short Shorts was out. And I was glad I went on before Luke them, right? Because when I came out, nobody had girls on stage.
Yeah,
I knew Luke them was going to bring some, but I come on like an hour before him. So I brought 12 girls straight across stage with Short Shorts on the high heel, and the crowd going crazy. I was the first dude to bring girls on stage. So Freaknik, girls on stage, couldn't even hear the music. All of them was dancing and shaking, and me and Shanti was on stage. He just got out of prison, so it was crazy. We done stole the show. Then I said, we're going to stick around and see Luke them do their thing. Luke came out there, man. I was shameful what happened. Luke came out there the perfect way Luke do his thing, and the record skipped, just kept skipping. Luke, look back there, Mix Mouse. I mean, what's his name?
What was it?
What's your boy DJ for 2 Live Crew?
Oh yeah, DJ Mix.
Yeah, Mr. Mix.
Okay.
The record jumped. Look, that's all right, cool. I got it. Put it back on. Yeah, don't. It was skipping again. I said, oh my God. Everybody looked and say,
Luke record jumping.
Luke record jumping? Luke went to the dog, give me that goddamn record. Took that record, broke it in half, cry. Put me something else on. I said, wow.
Now, for those of y'all don't know, because there's a lot of people, y'all don't really realize, back then, you went on stage with records.
Yes.
Actual records. You had
Real
to put
deal.
the needle on the record, and
Yeah.
the bass
That was
might
your
have that
band.
motherfucker jumping. Like, that was your band. It wasn't no DAT. It wasn't
Yeah.
no coming with a USB.
It was
put
live.
this in. It was put the record on, and that motherfucker might jump in the middle of the set.
There you go.
Anyway.
It was real.
Yeah.
So you hoping your DJ got it. Like my DJ used to put weight
On the needles.
nickels on his
Nickels on the needles so
Yeah,
it don't
you know
jump.
about it.
Yeah.
Put that weight so the record won't jump. So it was all technique back then. So
Yeah.
and speaking of that, it was techniques that they was on.
Absolutely.
So that was our band. The DJ was our band. You'll see a lot of cats behind the stage getting ready to set up. You might have a table full of everybody, different people's setups. And when you get off stage, they just move yours and bam, sit here, plug his up, and they hit the stage.
That was it.
But man, that was some of the best experiences I had performing in front of 40 and 50,000 people.
That Freaknik era.
Yeah, Freaknik.
How much did Freaknik influence the music you was making?
Well,
Because by the time Freaknik hit, you was already...
I was already doing what I did.
Yeah.
So what happened was it was just a way to promote our albums that's coming.
Yeah.
And we say, well, Freaknik coming in March and April. So I'm getting ready to drop it in February.
Right.
So my city gonna already be knowing it when they come to
So
town.
when they get here, they already gonna know what's going on.
They like,
okay.
that's the dude Raheem, he from our city. So, the thing was Freaknik had spread it, and our music got introduced to a multitude of other states.
Right.
People that may have never heard of us.
Now, I was going to ask, so I know now Raheem is going crazy in the southern states. How was up north adapting to?
Yeah, I never really went up north with my music.
You never really cared.
I didn't care. I was doing so many shows down south.
It was like whatever.
Yeah, I was like, hey, they get it, they don't.
Right.
When I meet certain people, they say, yo, I'm from New York, and yo, I jammed with you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, stuff like that. I'm like, cool, but if I never get a call from a booking there, I just don't get a call from
Yeah,
them.
it's whatever.
Yep, so I would saturate from Texas to North Carolina. I'm getting 2-3 shows a week, so I didn't care if somebody called from another city or that.
Yeah, you still get that.
And I own the record label, so I'm selling records too.
Okay, so now you put the Raheem the Dream out. That's
Oh,
what.
see, I
King
fast
J.
forward. My bad about owning
Okay.
the record label, y'all. See, it's been a long time. I can go from one page to page 99 on y'all real quick. The part I was talking about then was when I owned my own record label, but I'll speed y'all up. I was on Arvis Records from 86 to 90. 90 to now was on Tight to Death Records. Tight to Death.
Okay.
And that's why I had all my action, all the stuff that y'all hearing now,
Yeah.
Freaknik and all that, 93, that's all Tight to Death Records. Yeah.
Okay, so what made you say, all right, I'm going to just go on? Because most people back, that was the goal. I want to get signed to a record label. What made you say, I'm going to just go on and do this thing on my own?
Well, when I was doing the math made me stay independent.
Right.
This would trip me out. When I was on Arvis Records, I said, oh yeah, somebody flying outside,
Right.
man. Somebody drag racing outside, y'all. But the thing was, I was on Arvis Records, and that was his first record label and my first time putting records out. We didn't know the contract structure of how you do deals and points and stuff. So suffice it to say, I made most all my money doing concerts. So I didn't make money from record royalties because they didn't know how to pay me. And then the money that they probably was spending on the records, they flip it back into the records and probably was paying car notes and taking us out of town, gas and food and hotel stuff like that, not knowing the structure of it. So I said, I'm going to try and see if I can learn the structure of how this thing go. So I said, how much those CDs cost wholesale? I'm calling different distributors. They like 40 cents, 70 cents. I said, cool. I called the distributors. I said, how much y'all pay for these records wholesale that I sell? They say $4, $5 if you real hot. And I said, okay, it costs 80 to make, 40, 50, and 80 to make. 4, 5 wholesale to y'all. Ooh, I make a clean $4. I order 1,000 CDs for $400, $500, and I make 5,000. I like that math.
I might as well do this on my own.
So I started doing it on my own. I'm selling out. I'm like, oh my God, I need to re-up. Now I'm at like 10,000 CDs, and they was paying you every 30 days.
Now you doing CDs and tapes, or you?
I mean tapes and 12 inch tapes and vinyl. So I'm selling boxes of vinyl and cassettes. Now in the 90s, here come the CD action. I met a CD distributor down there in Florida. In Hialeah. They said, we press up CDs. How many do you need?
Now, okay, so let's back up to the records and the tapes. How are you getting these out?
Oh, we would drive them to the stores. See, we had all our, and I had distributors here in Atlanta, wholesale distributors like Nova. Nova was a distributor. We had Big State was a distributor, and it was Justin was a distributor. They would call me and leave messages. We need 1,000 CDs. We need 4,000. We need 3,000. And we would go to them. They ask for 4, I'll sell them 1,500. You ask for 2,000, I'll sell you 500, because the math was like this. They pay every 30 days. The CDs I have, they pay that day. So I sell you 50% of the CD, the other 50, I'm driving to the stores myself. I need cash right down the spot, and I get more to cut. And the store gets a big deal because they don't have to worry about the $3 middleman.
Exactly.
So now I'm saving the store, who is a mom and pop independent. I'm helping them, and I'm getting paid $2 more than I would to a distributor. So it's like, whoa, this is a good relationship. So I'm booming like that. So I was rotating distributors and stores.
So that it only makes sense. I mean, because even back, like the mixtape game is nowhere. The albums and mixtapes is different. I mean, it got to the point where you're selling 6,000 in a couple of days. A mixtape, you know what I'm saying? But now I look at it now, it's like, you want to sell a CD? You want me to sell this for 50 cents? And I used to make $3 or $4 on this.
It's hard to do that.
Yeah, man, it's hard to do now. Like with the internet and the digital, it's hard to do that.
It got
now.
even harder. So in the era that we talking to the people now, they didn't have it like that where you can download and this and that. The digital world, you had to actually get it from us. And bootlegging wasn't real hot at that time either. You had to go to the store. You wanted something new, they say, when a new release coming out, they say Friday. Guess what? They call in the store, say, put me 2 of them up. So I go in the stores, they say, by the time you got here, we got people, I got to call back that been waiting on your CD. So I'm like, really? I'm on a list?
That's crazy.
So we go hit a store, 200 CD cassettes. They say, give me 50 cassettes, give me 100 CDs, give me 50 vinyl. So we was going to stores like that.
Now, are you with the first label? Did you put an album out with them?
Yeah, I did one album with them. It's called Grand Theft.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Raheem, the original, was with them.
All right, so you did the Raheem original with them. All right, did you put singles out until you got to Tight to Death?
Yeah, they put vinyls out, 12-inch vinyl, and both vinyls went #1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now you get to Tight to Death, because I mean, back then, I'm not even assuming, I know back then, you didn't have to rapidly drop songs like you do now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I almost had to drop 2 a week today.
Yeah.
In today's era, these guys make a record today, put it out today, and say, that's old.
Yeah, that's
Let's
old.
Drop on another.
Yeah.
And drop another record that same week.
Yeah, that's
so it's no order to it. It's chaotic, and it's really like fast minute made grits.
Yeah,
not cooking it long, letting it simmer and bubble up, and then you put the butter in. They like zip microwave grits, zip, you throw it on there, zip. They don't give you time to even learn it, and to build a hardcore fan base. You have to put them out like that where they learn it, because if you put them minute-made records out, as soon as they not on you no more, they on this artist.
Yeah.
They'll never come back to you.
They're not coming back over there.
Never. So I build a fan base where they always going to be with me. You love a Raheem record, you're going to get my next album, next album, next album. You know, it's just like the Isleys or the Whispers. You're going to always buy them.
Yep.
Patti LaBelle, her fan base going to always buy her. Luther, they're going to always buy Luther.
Absolutely.
You know, so a lot of the groups, when they come out quick like that, burning hot, and you don't know them 2 years from now.
They don't last.
Yeah, you're like, who was that group again? I don't know.
I don't know.
We on to Nicki Minaj now. Or we on the Cardi B now. Or we on the, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And what was the group that was hot like 4 years ago? I don't know, man. I think he in jail.
You don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened to him. So you want longevity, you drop good records, and you take your time with them. And they say, Raheem, you never dropped a mixed CD, or you don't give them away. I said, no, because the records I go in the studio to record, I plan on putting them in the stores on the shelves.
Yeah, I plan on really selling this music.
Yeah, I'm selling it. I don't go in there to say, I'm going to go rap all this month, do me like, 20 songs, and I'm going to give them all away. No, that's my livelihood.
Yeah.
That's how my family eat. That's how we go on tour. So we put them out properly. We don't play with it. You know, some of the new school guys, they may play with it. I mean, they say, man, I could drop you 4 mixtapes in a month.
Right.
Okay, drop 4 mixtapes in a month, 10 songs each. Give away 40 of your songs that you wrote. Just give them away. I believe in getting the publishing from it.
Right.
Getting the mechanical rights from it. And do my records like that. They last longer, is more respectable.
Okay.
You know, and everybody got their own style of what they choose, but that's my choice, you know.
Yeah, that's I mean, like I said, I mean, because I've never been on the record side of it, so my only comparison I can give to you is on the mixtape side. It went from me being able to creatively make a solid tape to now I'm rushing to make a tape because they're putting out 3 in a day. And
Like, and you competing, and you got to keep the new mixes up.
It's like, what is that, man? We put out. It's like you're not even. You know, it went from a creative.
A speed test.
To a speed test, you know, and I just couldn't really get with that. So that's why I kind of just like, you know what, y'all can have this game.
Well, you did it right, because I watched you on your video clips, and you putting out quality mixes. And you giving the people some real, they like, I know I could tune in to him.
Right.
Because Black gonna give it the real. He ain't mixing it real fast and stirring it up. It's like, that's it. It's like, no, he giving y'all the real. And he's studying the records, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna put this one and this one and this one together, and they gonna feel this. Cause it's like a emotional roller coaster when you playing music.
It is.
You see a crowd go crazy.
Yeah.
Then you see them break down to the ground, and you're like, hey, you know you doing something.
I call it a switch.
There you go.
I know how to turn it on and off when I want to. You know.
That's right.
I can make you go to the bar and get a drink, and I can make you turn it off when it's time. You know, it's like that.
Hey, you know what? I like DJs like that too, because right before we perform, they might say, you go on at 1 o'clock. It's like 12, club jumping.
Yep.
Right before 12, about 10 minutes before 12, he break it down to some old slow song that y'all ain't heard in a while. So everybody start talking and eating and carrying on.
Yep.
Because you know you finna bring the group on that they paid their money to see.
Right.
But you don't want them already sweating and crazy when you get ready to announce them. Because then they can only go down. They can't get no higher than that without passing out.
Exactly.
So you bring them down and they say, all right, let me get y'all attention. Everybody start looking, they drink like, oh, what's gonna go down? You can stop the music.
Yep.
The one y'all paid to see tonight is coming through the dressing room. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know him from the #1 record of the year. So now they like, oh, but you knew how to roller coaster them.
Yes.
You switch.
This is y'all young cats, man. Please catch these jewels, man. Cause I go to shows, man. I listen to DJs. I go to shows. I be like, what are y'all doing, man? Like, yo, there's so much YouTube. You could just go watch the greats, man. Like, what do you think the disconnect with these younger? Cause all right, I'm gonna give you an example of why I say this. Like, okay, if you take, I think you're a little older than me, probably, but not even probably. You're a little older than me, so
decade.
My generation listened to y'all music. Mm-hmm. The next generation after me kind of listen to our music.
Yep.
There's a disconnect somewhere now.
Yep.
Completely.
Yeah, because decade after decade, like the kids that's hot now, their mothers was breaking it down on our music on the float.
Right.
Like, maybe get your mama off the float.
Right.
I'm 3. I don't know where mama going tonight.
Right.
My mama been gone all night. We ain't had nothing to eat. Like, how y'all? I'm 3. Them people that was 3, now they grown and making records. They 21 now. They jamming. They mama's like 40-something, 50.
She still at the club with them.
She at the club. He's like, mama, gone out this club. I got a show tonight. Well, hell, I've been dancing this club way before you get,
Yeah. All right, so
the disconnect is that they growing up, they don't have the vinyl, they don't have the cassette, they don't have the CD. Mm-hmm. They don't even know about those things.
Right.
So they don't know what mama doing. They on the internet jamming with their new favorite stuff, and they swapping and passing and downloading each other and stuff like that. So they don't know about our stuff unless they hear it on the radio. And then some people come up to me and they say, hey, my mama used to break it down on your song. That's all my mama and daddy played was you.
Right.
So they know it from a situation like that. But them going to look for their own music, their own sound, it's not us.
Yeah,
they got their own, thing, and they be in another world, and they got their own language.
Yeah.
And their language, I said, hey, every generation has its own language and own dress code and hairstyles and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So I never knock any generations from doing whatever they do. Absolutely. I said, that's their world. Make your money, invest it, put some of it up. Don't blow it, don't lose it. Right. Because if this is what you into, and that's all you into, you really need to stack that money up until you learn another trade, because all things do end. All good things do end.
Absolutely.
And if you got in it quick, you can leave quick. You can make a lot of money quick too, but you spend it quick too.
Yeah.
So,
now, okay, so I'm a fat. Well, we'll get there in a minute, and I ask you about this. So now we got Tight to Death is flowing. You got Freaknik going on. Mm-hmm. All right, so what were the biggest records you made with that? Okay, no, before you even get there, who brought that bass sound to Atlanta?
The bass sound to Atlanta.
Cause I know Luke is down there in Miami
Luke
doing
is down there in the bottom. Now, I put Bass Boom record out in '86.
Okay.
As well as Shadi. Mm-hmm. But Shadi was focused. His concentration was Florida. Yeah. So his records weren't really in Atlanta.
They weren't really resonating up here like that.
Mine was strictly ATL.
So you was strictly...
Yes, because I wasn't in Miami. No, I was just booming right here. Yeah, and Shadi would be played in the clubs here, like the Phoenix Dance Club. Mm-hmm. So me and Shadi was played at the Phoenix. So we both pretty much brought at the same time. Mm-hmm. If you speak in club, if you speak in radio, just me.
Okay, so as far as... Now, if we're going to talk about clubs, what was the booming spot? Like you said, Jelly Beans was the spot.
The Phoenix Disco, mm-hmm. downtown. That was down by where you got Phillips Arena. Yep. Probably a mile or two from there. If you want to go to the hood, to my child Disco Friday night.
Yeah, where this at?
That was on Simpson Road. That was on Plaza. Mm-hmm. We used to call that one way in, one way out club. You got no back door, no side door. That was dangerous as hell.
But it's where it's at.
That's right. If you wasn't at Child Disco on Friday, you was nowhere.
That's what I'm saying.
They had a line that I could literally say was probably a half a mile long of people standing outside waiting to get in. They had a sidewalk. All the businesses was closed at night, and they had a club inside that plaza. So you got cars parked in people's neighborhoods, people driveways, apartments was up down the street. So people parking their cars in apartments like they lived there, and walking down the street in their heels, parking at churches, chicken, they closed. I'm like, yo, when we pull up, we're like, this is it, man.
Who's the DJ at the spot?
The DJ was a guy, I can't think of his name. He was a heavy set guy, dark skinned guy. Don't even look like he was supposed to be in the club. He was cool as I don't know what. He looked like a nerd, but he had all the hits.
And he got, because back then you had to have the records.
Yeah, you had to hit records. You good. Yeah. DJ Boot was probably like two of y'all could fit there at the same time. That's it. He turn around, he bumping into you. Okay, he reached for a record, he about to hit you. So you might slide over, let him get his record through, watch it from the side. So Charles Discos where everybody was hanging on Friday. Then Sunday night, we was at Jelly Beans, and when we left Jelly Beans, they had Nightlight. Nightlight was out there in Decatur, you know, right off Moreland Avenue in Custer. So that was another club, packed like Freaknik. So all these clubs had the same people that we just followed each other to the other clubs.
Everybody know everybody.
Yeah, everybody know, hey, y'all heading over? Yeah, we heading over.
Yeah.
You know, then Sunday, you know, everybody at 12 o'clock, we head down to Piedmont Park. And that was way before it got, you know, invaded by, as they call it, Midtown folk.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, Midtown, they cool, but it was our park like crazy. Everybody just go out there. It was like Freaknik in the park on Sundays.
On that Piedmont.
Yeah, we meeting at Piedmont, man. Everybody cars parked up the strip, and all the D-boys ride their cars up the strip. You see all these custom-made cars.
Now, when is this, 90?
That was 93, 92.
Okay.
You know, that's when, Freaknik was booming.
Right.
And everybody was going to Piedmont Park. Piedmont Park was our own Freaknik, even when everybody left out of town to go back to their city.
Yeah, you still
Sundays was still us. It was like Freaknik was still here because that was ours on Sundays.
That was were labels like LaFace here at this time?
No, LaFace
wasn't here.
LaFace got here. Yeah, they got here, but they didn't make noise until the mid '90s.
Right.
Because they dropped something out in '90. That got the first group that they had. It was a rap group came out before Outkast, before Goody Mob.
Right.
They didn't take off like those guys, but it was two guys that LaFace put out first before they put out Tony Braxton and TLC and all them.
Okay. All right, so now we got the Take to Death. You got the records out, you know, Raheem the Dream, Freaknik's going crazy. You dropped, did you start with the, okay, because I know most beautiful girl in the world is the video that I seen.
That came out later.
This is later.
Yeah, that was '98.
This is '98. All right, so '98, like I said, I just moved here December 9th, '98. So when did this record come out?
You moved. I put that out in the spring of '98.
Okay, like I said, I would see these videos. I come here. All right, we're gonna get there now. So now you got Take to Death rolling. Did you start putting out? What made you say I'm gonna start putting artists out?
Artists came right at that time after I did Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl was my most successful single. And I just did a little distribution deal with a label. I mean, it was so fun because...
Was this with a major or...?
No, this was an independent, but they had major money.
Who was the independent?
I know that one of the distributors was Island, but the label was called Breakaway Records. Okay. And the guy, he signed Nate Dogg as well.
Nate Dogg?
Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. He signed Nate Dogg. And what was so good about this deal, man, is the guy, they was looking for a hot artist out of Atlanta, and I was burning hot at that time, and they said, we want to record a record with you, we want to do an album with you. Yeah. And we finna discuss a deal with your lawyer. So the deal was beautiful. They flew us to town, and we ate at a restaurant called Babylonia's, and we literally ate on top of like a fish tank. Seafood, the whole floor in the restaurant was
a fish tank.
Fish, octopus, all kind of shark stuff. I'm like, I'm tripping.
Right.
We eating on a fish tank, a giant, the whole restaurant, and 4 tables over there, Sylvester Stallone. I'm like, whoa, over there's Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm like, what restaurant this guy got us in?
Right.
And then they send you a menu, and all the stuff almost is in Spanish, right? But it's not a Spanish restaurant.
Right.
No prices by, well, it's some prices, but you can't see them. They real small.
Yeah.
Get your magnified glass. Oh, that plate costs $95. Oh, that's $360. What the hell is that on that plate?
Where you got me at?
Yo, so the guy got crazy money. So we hearing people order all kind of stuff. My brother, my older brother, he with me. He gangster with. He say, "Hey," called a waiter over. He said, "Look at him, man. I don't know what's on all this, but do y'all have some steak and potatoes?" So he said, yes, sir. He said, "Give me a steak well done and potatoes mashed up." Yeah, the heads. He said, I heard that. I said, "I'll take that same plate."
Yeah, I'll take the same thing.
Give me what you got, my brother.
Right.
So the young lady who was with us, she sang on our record. She did "That's Right," Miss Nika. Okay. So we got her deal too. She's sitting at the table. She said, "I'll take that same order." Then she said, "And add me a salad. You can bring salad now." All right, cool. So everybody gets stuff brought to them before their meals, right? Drinks. And they brought her plate, a giant plate. They sat in front of her. It looked like a big old bush, a tumbleweed, and a tomato about that small, right there. No salad dressing, nothing.
That's it.
He said, "What is that?" My brother said, "What is that?" He said, "That's a salad." He said, "No, come on, man." Be like, he said, "Y'all got some lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and cheese."
Yeah. So y'all in there putting y'all
They
order?
said, "Yes, we got that." He said, "Bring her that, please. Take this tumbleweed with you." And they brought her a real salad. You have to break it down.
Yeah.
Because you go there and trying to eat in Hollywood, man, you ask for something to get something else.
Hollywood is a whole nother beast, man.
It's a whole nother beast.
A whole nother beast. It ain't, you might have to walk a little bit just to find a Subway or something like that.
Yeah, like what you trying to eat?
Like,
you have to
for real.
explain what you trying to eat. That
Absolutely.
stuff on the menu don't look like nothing they're going to bring something totally different.
Absolutely. All right, so I gotta write my notes down because I smoke a lot of weed, so I'll be forgetting shit. So all right, so look, so some things I had to actually, because like I said, I was born and raised in Springfield, Massachusetts. So I came here in 1998. Once you had dropped most beautiful girl, beautiful girl in the world. So prior to that, I'm in Massachusetts. So like you said, I'm not catching Raheem the Dream up there.
Yep.
So once I get here in '98. Prior to me coming here, I see this video on Rap City, and it's a booty shake record. You got to think, okay, this is 1998. What's going on in my life at this time?
Yeah.
You got Jay-Z, you
Yeah.
got Nas. This is what I'm listening to. Wu-Tang is out.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing this record, and I'm like, okay, what is this? And I'm rapping at this time. I'm not even a DJ. I'm a rapper. So I'm
Okay.
like, what's this going on? And I get down here. When I got down here, I went to a club called the Atlanta Live Bankhead Bounce on Bankhead.
There you go. Yeah.
I pulled up. I seen the big donks, the cars painted big rims. We're not seeing this in Springfield, Massachusetts. So I'm seeing this. I go in the club. First of all, you can't smoke weed in the club up there. They're smoking weed
In the open.
in the open. Throw that. It's bass music everywhere galore, but I'm loving it. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm calling home like, this is crazy. And who is the godfather of this whole movement? Raheem the Dream. All right. Now there's another man that they're playing to by the name of Kilo Ali.
Kilo Ali.
Where does Kilo Ali come in the hip hop scene of the movement?
That's my homie now. He be on the road with me a lot. Kilo came in '90, and he came in on the same label that I started out with.
Okay.
On Arvis Records.
Okay.
And so he was Born Homes, and Arvis Records put Kilo out. And me and Kilo been going on the road together lately because that's all they asking for from the old school. They like, we want some Raheem and some Kilo.
Kilo.
He got hundreds of hits, you got hundreds of hits. That's all they calling. They say, we just get y'all two, and that'll cover bass music out of Atlanta.
Man, I watched a old school show with y'all three on there. It was you, Shadi, and Kilo. I said, my gosh. This is amazing. Because, like I said, now that I've been here for 20 years, I could play a whole Raheem set. I could play a whole Kilo set. I could play a Shadi set. You know what I'm saying? I could play a whole bass movement set. You know what I mean? This is, I wasn't listening to Taz, that's right. DJ Taz, you know what I'm saying? That's just stuff I picked up since I've been here. And I love this music to the point where I play it, I know the songs. I'm dropping Lathan, I'm dropping all these records, Lathan Right. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, so that's where I'm at with it. So now that where did the conflict? Where did the beef? Did he was because I know Kilo's a wild. I know he's a wild child. Where did that?
Yeah, we had that bash going in. I think that was 96, 97. Yeah, right around the Olympics. After the Olympics. Yeah, because Kilo, he kept making these records. Going in Sammy Sam. First it was just him and Sammy Sam.
Sammy Sam,
that beef never ended.
Well, where does Sammy Sam come in the picture? Because he ain't really a bass. He's a
he more gangster with it. Yeah, he street with Sam, a freestyle fanatic. And he came out when I came out, right after me, like 87. He had a hot single out, riding with some killers, you know. And Sam's first record was dissing LL Cool J and Kurt Creator. He said he'd take Kurt Creator and turn him into a kitty cat. You know, you were talking about that, you know, scratching like a kitty cat. And he would go out talking about LL muscles, that ain't nothing, that body slam, y'all counsel. I said, dog, he going off on LL Cool J. He was the hottest rapper in the world.
This is his first record?
Yeah, his first record. He went straight at LL.
Now, where are these records getting played? This is on some street shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some classic Sammy Sam records.
Sammy Sam is a wild boy, man. Y'all know that what's the Stepdaddy record?
Yep, Stepdaddy.
If you just know that record, that is not the Sammy Sam.
Yep, riding with some killers. When he made Stepdaddy, he was just playing around, and the record label said, "Hey, that's a huge hit.
Yeah,
put it out." Nah, man, I'm gangster. These niggas know me for this and that, Yeah. He said, "Man, I'm telling you, that's gonna be big." Put it out. It was big. When it came out, he was locked up. He was #1 in jail.
Damn.
When he got out, they said, "We got shows for you. Got some bookings for you. They want to hear you do that Stepdaddy song."
They want to hear that.
Yep. So the thing with him and Kilo, it kept going, and I think they ended up being cool. Me and Kilo, ours was really funny because I never even mentioned him or dissed him ever, because that ain't my style to diss no rapper unless you really need it and you mention something about the South or myself, then we're going to serve you.
Then we got something to say.
Yep. So when I heard Kilo just kept going to me with different plugs on his records and stuff, he was singing Kilo the Dream. That's my record. My first record was called Raheem the Dream.
So he taking it there.
Yeah, so I said, okay. Then he mentioned something else. I said, okay. Then he mentioned something. I said, I'm going to make this one record. He'll never diss Raheem in life. I made one record. And after that, I think Kilo just said, I ain't never mess with him. And the record was called Cut 'Em Up Raw. Cut his ass up, cut him up raw, cut his ass up. First time I met this chick, stuff like that.
Yeah, going in.
Yeah, verse out the verse out the verse. He's like, damn.
Yeah, you just going in.
Yeah. So he said, I laughed right here. I said, that nigga eating my ass up. He said, damn, raw the whole record. I said, hey, when I go at you, I got to go at you.
You got to go.
I ain't gonna tease you by saying one line on 4 records. I'm just make one hard ass record and you'll stop.
Yeah, you got to once you got somebody down, you got to kill them, finish them.
Yeah, you got to finish them. So when I was doing concerts, like I got a DVD out, and I was laughing because we got a sold out concert at Garrett Coliseum in Montgomery, and I was the headliner.
Yep.
And the radio put Kilo on the show too, got him on at the last minute, so he came on like 4 groups before me, because I got 5 songs on rotation on the radio, Hot 105, so they all there to see me.
Right.
So he on stage and they not responding at all because they all waiting on me to get on stage and do Cut 'Em Up Raw. So when I came on stage and I did like 5 or 6 songs, I'm teasing them. I ain't letting them hear Cut 'Em Up yet because I'm on the radio. Yep. I'm doing all the hit, they screaming. Tell the DJ, I said, hit all the lights. I'm through, I love y'all, I'm out. So the lights were going out, but I know I wasn't finished. Then the crowd just looked like, I know he ain't done. Lights out. All I see in the dark Well, I say, I heard you looking for me. And then the record dropped, cut them up. Right? They lost their mind. So the crowd going crazy, light flashing everywhere. And, you know, we did our thing. He probably said, man, I ain't never messing with you with no diss record.
He didn't want to do that.
No, so we became cool. We said, you know, our common ground is that everybody keep booking us, and we got hit after hits. Yeah. So I don't even do cut them up in concert. We just go rock our concerts, and some crowds, some be messy crowds, some people be in the crowd, some cut them up, bro. I'm like, the man right here.
Yeah, what you talking about?
We on tour together.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Cut them up, bro. I was like, man, that was in the 90s, dog. You know, doing like that.
You know it's major when you make a diss record that's in rotation. All right, now.
That was crazy.
That's crazy. I hear people make diss records, they stay on mixtapes, they be in the streets, but when it gets to rotation,
on radio,
that's a whole nother beast. Mm-hmm. Make some noise for Raheem, this record being in rotation.
Mozzie Poulet.
Yeah, Mozzie got some heat too, man. He got his art over here, Mozzie. She in the building, man. She got some heat too, man. Definitely, we're gonna put her records in rotation, man. Mm-hmm. All right, so now, now we said we got there. Now, all right. We're in 98, you got the most beautiful girl in the world, you start putting artists out. Mm-hmm. Now, like I said, when I first got here, it was 1998, you had the booty shake scene, you had the bass music and all that going on, and there was 2 records that was on the radio heavy, right? Mm-hmm. Walk Like a Soldier from 404 Soldiers. I distinctly remember that one. Yeah. And I remember left, right. I said, damn, these records is going hard.
Yeah. I put Drummer out. That was my first act signed to Tight to Death.
Okay.
First act. So.
Now, what year was this when this came out?
This was 99. This was the fall of 99.
Okay.
So.
I know my math right. Yeah, I just got here.
He got his math right. He got it right. Mm-hmm. And Left, Right, Left came out before Walk Like a Soldier.
Okay.
See, all the soldier stuff started after.
After Drummer comes.
Left, right, left, get on up, forward, march. Tell you what was funny about that record, we recorded I'm Ballin' Man, because people was talking about balling at the time, Cash Money them, and Left, Right, Left. Mm-hmm. I took both records to V103, the program director was there, and I said, I want you to check these 2 records out. I'm already getting played, Beautiful Girl and all that, don't freak no more. So I said, let me hear it. Play both records, say that Left, Right, Left, slid onto the side. I'm ballin'. Oh, I like that ballin'. She said, I like ballin'. Mm-hmm. Cool. She said, I put it on this Friday. Put ballin' on. Mm-hmm. We go and doing concerts. Greg Street called. He said, hey, man, I need to book Drummer ASAP in the city on the outskirts of Atlanta going past Decatur. I said,
no, this is Greg Street done call.
Yeah, Greg called me.
Okay.
He said the club got $3,500 for him. This Drummer first show. 1999, 18 years old, $3,500 to rap 5 minutes. He said, what? So, remember, I just left V. Yep. Program director want to play I'm Ballin'.
Yep.
So, we get back, Greg Street playing the hell out of Left, Right, Left like 3 times a night on his show.
Yep.
I'm Ballin', man, come on, every now and then. I said, what the hell's I'm Ballin' going, man, what the hell?
Why
the record was #1 on both stations, Left, Right, Left. Then a week later I hear Left, Right, Left. #1 on the countdown on top of 88. I don't hear him Ballin' Man no more.
Nah.
So I don't have to call her and say, you know that was a crazy idea to put that record over this record.
You already know.
Yeah, you don't go to clubs. You stay in this office all day. You go have lunch downtown with your uptight friends. You don't know that Left, Right, Left is the shit in the street.
It's the biggest record out.
Yeah. So the record hit #2 on the Billboard before I even did a deal. Who does that? Independently. #2 on the Billboard, 1999, before I do a deal with any major.
Now, how is it? Okay, again, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go back because I'm thinking on the independent level. This ain't a major. How are you getting these records moving like this?
That's called distribution.
Yeah.
When you give it to.
Now you took Left, Right, Left from the ground. You took that from the ground up. You seen that get braid in the studio, everything from the ground up. Okay.
I had Southern Distribution distributing that record.
Okay.
They had the whole country.
Okay.
They had the whole country. They could distribute to any store in the country. I was selling 10,000 records a week.
Okay.
They was like, who in the hell sell that many records in 1999? They say, the Billboard magazine called me. They said, everybody looking for you to try to do a deal with you.
Right.
So Def Jam called. At that time, Kevin Lyles was running the label.
Right.
Kevin flew us up there. He talked that New York talk. He probably wasn't from New York. He was like, yo. Came in the office, we sitting down, he was like, yo, tell you like this. The record hot, but if he ain't got shit after that, we putting him on ice. We came right out the gate and said, we putting him on ice.
What you talking about?
It was like, calm down, dog. Y'all just flew us up here. Hotel limousine and talk business. Why you come out? If that's the only record he got, he put on ice.
Yeah, what you talking about?
That don't sound like you want to do a deal. That sound like you
just want to make some money off this record right
quick.
quick.
Get the fuck out of here. So I told my boys, I said, I got it. And I said, yeah, he got plenty of records. When you want to hear him? I started talking like that. Yo, you can email him, you can send him. I said, we got him right here.
Yeah, what you want?
You can play some, right? You could just play some. Because I already said in my mind, I'm not doing a deal with a person like that.
Yeah,
you emotional like that, dog?
Yeah, out the gate.
I don't care if you rich or not. You emotional like that, nigga. We ain't with that shit.
Yeah, out the gate.
We gonna just go to the party that they want us to go to. Had an album release party for Method Man, DMX.
Yep.
So we went to DMX party on the rooftop. Caught the plane back to Atlanta the next day, and got a call 3 days later from Mike Karen at Atlantic Records.
Yep.
He said, my God, I finally got y'all on the phone. I've been to 2 cities that y'all just left. Every time I get to the city, they say, he left last night. He just left this morning.
Yep.
He had a show sold out. He just left. He said, please, where y'all going to be next? I told him, he said, well, can we fly you out of New York to do a deal? New York. I said, yeah. We set the plane tickets up, me, Drummer, my brother. So we flew up New York. Here's how Atlantic did it. Limousine come out there, got a sign for us, take us to the hotel, room $600 a night, everything in the room. Before we can even put our bag down, they said, we'll be downstairs waiting on y'all, we're getting ready to take y'all to Atlantic. Like 10 minutes, like cool, put our stuff up, went downstairs, got in a limo, drove to Atlantic, on New York, on the big app.
Yep.
They opened up the doors, we walk in, balloons everywhere, people that greeting us, champagne, all kind of confetti, everything. Big head figures, here's some videos, here's a promotion, that's how you motherfucking welcome an artist running hot to the label. You don't say, if you don't sell past a week, we'll put you on.
Ice.
Yeah. They rolled out the red carpet and say, here's our video team, they'll be going over you guys with the video with left, right, left, and whatever else you guys want. Here's our college promotion, you're gonna do 30,000 stations. Here's our guy with the radio and magazines. Right. They did it like that, like we already had a deal.
Right.
Then they introduced us to the president. We going off. He say like 2 or 3 things. Say, I got to give it to you. You guys are working like hell. You're selling 10,000 units a week. You're number 2 on the Billboard right here. I mean, hell, you really don't need us, but we want you guys.
They already know what's going on.
Yeah, they say, we want you guys.
Yeah.
Who's your attorney? I gave him the number. He said, oh, Vernon. Let me get Vernon on the phone. Call him. He said, Vernon, got the boys now. He said, yeah, I know. They tell me where they're going. Yeah. He said, let's talk money. They talked it on the phone right there, and I could not believe the figures I was hearing. And we looked at each other and said, we got a home, y'all. And we did the deal.
Right there on the
Right there on the spot. Took a check home with us, the whole 9. And what went wrong with that thing was our artist,
right? He
had a probation violation. Which the world know now, yeah.
This is drama.
Been knowing, that probation violation. So his probation lady, she was like, I don't care what kind of deal he got. He hadn't been to see me ever, and we got to. Yeah, she said we got to get 2 months from him. And that seemed like an eternity once you get a major deal like this. Then tomorrow they say we need 2 months. No, we finna start working with Atlantic. Can we do anything?
Yeah.
Say, no, I'm sorry. He had plenty of chances. I said, I mean, what else is wrong? I said, he had never paid probation fees. I said, how much? We got the checkbook now. He said, $1,500. I said, $1,500? You got $500,000? We can pay that. Say, you can pay it, but he still got to do his 2 months. So we like, oh, what can we do? So we went to do his time. 2 months, and then our lawyer said, let me get him out to do some videos, and then we sent him in. We got him out to do press release and videos. Now you go do your time.
Right.
Suffice to say, when he did his time, he got in trouble in there, and they added 6 more months. So
Oh,
now
Lord.
I'm like, I could kill myself right now. This
Right.
guy got about 8 months, and I just got a fucking deal. What do I tell this label without them telling me, F you, Raheem, how the fuck, what?
Right.
You know? So we fixed it up where y'all can do a deal with him. I'm finna get out of this picture because I'm not controlling this.
Yeah.
It's something before. I never knew he had this over his head, you know.
Right.
And then you get in there and you're supposed to do 2 months and you end up getting some more time.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, I'm out. So that's when I signed Young Dro. I know how to find him now.
So
Like,
now we get the Dro. How you find Dro rapping ass?
yeah, Dro can rap his ass.
How you find his ass?
And Young Dro, when it came to him, his name was DeJuan Hart, which is his real name. He called himself Lil Juan.
Okay, DeJuan
So,
Hart.
yeah, I said, can I change your name?
Mm-hmm.
He said, sure. I said, I'm going to call you Dro because you fire. So I named Young Dro, I named him Dro. When he got with T.I., they went years backwards and named him Young. I said, he got older. He was with me 4 years ago.
Yeah, he's older. He should just be Dro.
Young Dro now?
Yeah.
So it was funny, but so he did his thing, man, sold his records, and he represented like a flag for us real good. And right behind him I had Fabo, which was D4L.
So how does he get with Tip?
He got with Tip through Rocco. Rocco, who had Future.
Yeah, so he was with Rocco at one time too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rocco bought his contract from me.
Okay.
And so he was with Rocco recording, and then I looked up, he was with T.I. recording.
Okay.
So
Trying to make his way through, basically.
yeah, make his way to the majors to get going. But I sent Joe stuff to Atlantic too, but they was like, we good.
They were. Ironically, you sent it to Atlantic.
And he ended up years later with
Atlantic.
With T.I. at Atlantic.
Yeah,
Same
ironically.
one shop there. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I mean that's funny. Okay,
Yeah.
so now you got Dro. He makes his way through. Then boom, you end up with Fabo.
Yep, Fabo with the Laffy Taffy and all that bankhead stuff. I mean, I could hear them before they make it.
So was Fabo then with you with the Laffy Taffy, or this is prior to that?
Yeah, he was prior to that.
Oh, that's
so
prior
I had
to
him in the Type for Life family.
Okay.
Type for Life training camp. That was the name of that album.
Yeah.
So I would get all of them before they make their first record. Drummer, Dro, Fabo, The Dream.
Okay, now all right, let's get to the Dream, because I know we got Raheem the Dream.
Yeah.
And I seen somewhere where
Yeah.
he named himself after you.
Yep, named himself after Raheem the Dream.
Yeah.
And he named himself when I was in the hospital. I had a double aneurysm, 4th of July 2004. So he came out with his album months after I was in the hospital.
Okay.
And once I came out and started feeling my way and hearing records out, and I didn't put it together that this is the Dream from my label. It was just an artist called The Dream.
Okay, so all right, so now let's back it up. How did he even get to your label?
Well, I found him and all the boys. Somebody brought them to me. It was like 5 of them. It was like a group, right? Yeah. They was in a group, and I named them Guess Who. And it was 5 brothers that could sing. They came up harmonizing to me and singing. I said, I'll take you guys. Brought them in the studio and put them on my #1 single, Most Beautiful Girl. That's who sung that.
Okay, so it was he's on that
Yeah,
record.
so they was on there before I had drummer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So The Dream is on the Most Beautiful Girl record.
Yep.
I see. Okay,
That's
wow.
him. That's him
I
doing the
never
solo
knew
parts.
that. I
Yep.
never knew that, actually. Okay.
Yep, so The Dream is on that record. As a matter of fact, the group, I fired the group because they was not showing up to a lot of practice rehearsals, because at that time, once you get a deal and you 19, 18 years old, and you 5 guys, you had every girl in college.
Yeah, you lit.
You like, we on, right? You can't barely get in clubs yet, but you had all the parties with the girls, so we ain't got time to practice. We got the deals, we got the tight to death tour jackets on, we scooping girls, we got pictures, autographed pictures, and we on Most Beautiful Girl, #1 single. So I said, I'll put an end to that. Y'all can't show up to rehearsal. we're gonna shoot the video without y'all in it.
Yeah.
So when you look at that video, you don't see them singing.
Yeah, nah, it's like you see him at this. I remember the tree and the kid. I remember the whole video. Yeah.
So
right.
so it's like, oh, I could put that fire out.
Yeah.
And get you hot. I could pour some water on that. So I said, look here, no video action. Bring the tour jackets back. Everybody dismissed. So about 4 or 5 months later, Terry's called the Dream. Terry said, Raheem, I still be practicing, I still be writing, I still be, motivated. He said, the boys, man, they're into the girls, man, taking up all their time. I said, cool, you want to do some work? I got something for you to sing in the studio. I brought him in, that's what that #1 single, that single that I had called I Wanna Fuck You. That was him singing that.
That's the dream.
That was the dream by himself. In the clean version, I Wanna Love You.
Okay.
And then I said, I'm gonna put you on 4 or 5 more records. I put him on some more records. I got all kind of records with me and him in the studio.
That's
I
crazy.
could drop a Raheem the Dream, featuring the Dream if I wanted to.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I did that with him, and he thanked me for putting him on. And then when he got a deal, I didn't know he had a deal until after I healed from the aneurysm.
Yeah, you say you came out the hospital.
Yep. And by 2005, I said, that's the same guy that was on my label. I see his picture.
Yeah.
And I said, he named himself The Dream? I said, I went in the hospital, he must have thought I wasn't coming back.
Right, he must have thought, so when you heard it, was it a homage, looked at hey, you paying homage? Or?
Yeah, I looked at it both ways. I said, that's cool. But then I said, he ain't called me, so that might not be cool. I was in the hospital dying. You can come see me, man.
Yeah.
You sung on all my records. I put you out. Then I hear you do an interview saying this your first time recording and shit. Your first, you don't want the world to know that you was singing hooks on a rapper's record.
Right, come on.
Yeah, you just came out of fairy tale land and you started working with Rihanna and Mariah Carey. No motherfucker, you was working with Type of Death. I got you motherfuckers out of high school, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Before y'all flip burgers.
Pay that homage. Yeah.
Yes, you goddamn it, tell the truth.
Yeah, tell the truth, man. You can't dismiss what already happened.
Exactly, because all the groups, I got them fresh.
Right.
Never had a record before I had put them out.
Right.
All of them. Nika too, singing That's Right. All these cats.
So, all right, so Nika was with you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I put her on That's Right. Taz called me to do a rap on his record, and I said, I got a girl that can sing the hook. And we brought her in. She killed that That's Right.
And killed it.
It's like #1.
Absolutely. It still comes, I hear, when that Boom 1029,
Yes.
they had that in rotation. I swear, it came on every 2 seconds. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's the jam, though. All right, so now you got Dro. Fable done came through. Yeah. The Dream done came through.
Miss Nika with That's Right.
Nika done came through. Drama.
Now I'm finna sign somebody else when I get through with my aneurysm surgery and everything a year later. One of my homegirls called me. She say, I got an artist. He kind of hot in the club, but that's as far as I can get, Raheem. I said, who is it? Say, his name Yola. Got a song called I Ain't Gonna Let Up, I Ain't Gonna Shut Up. I was like, let me hear it. She let me hear it. I said, all right, I'll take care of it from here. Blew him up in a month, got him a deal with Atlantic Records.
So Yola's song was already playing with this when this?
Yeah, I was in 2 clubs in Atlanta.
Okay.
She said, well, come on, you got to see the crowd. I said, I ain't got to see him. I'll take your word. I'm finna put the record on stations out of town. See what happened. He blew right up, #1. Before I did him, I got to back up about before I had the aneurysm. Yeah. I blew up Franchise Boys with white tees.
Now I was
Slang him a white tee.
Okay, I was gonna go there because I cleared now. Now you into my DJ era.
Yeah.
Now White T Records is coming. I'm DJing now, so I remember the Type of Death coming through, and I remember that record from the beginning. You know, so you had the White Tees, and then I'm gonna give you all a little bit of history. You had the White Tees, and there was another group that came out with the Black Tee, and Gucci Mane was in that group. All right, so let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead.
I had the White Tees hitting so hard. So everybody started coming out with red tees, white tees, blue tees.
Yes.
So I'm like, we done started a phenomenal record going on. Everybody got their different tees. I said, I got to get a deal for somebody to get a blue tee deal or a red tee deal or a black tee deal. So they said, who is that record that's #1? They said, Raheem Group, Franchise Boy. They called me, Universal. We done a deal with them.
Yeah.
They blew it up. That's when I had the aneurysm about 2 weeks later. And when I got out and could recover, they wasn't on Universal no more. They was on So Death.
Yeah, yep.
So all the time, I'm in the hospital 3 months in intensive care. I don't know nobody's name. I don't know nobody's record. I don't know my record, nothing. So I had to learn all this stuff as I recovered outside the hospital. I left my house, moved into my mom's house because I didn't even recognize my house.
How long were you in the hospital?
3 months.
3 months?
Wow. 3 months in intensive care, and it was only 2 weeks before I got out of hospital is that my mom came to the hospital. Well, she was there every day, but she came to the doctors, to the head people of the hospital, and told them, I want to try something with my son that at the hospital y'all not doing. I said, what's that? I said, I want to take him outside and get some of that God air. He just breathing in this sick intensive care hospital. Y'all go home every day. Y'all get the good air.
Yeah.
He's breathing the sick air. He get up and down. He well one day, sick as hell the next day.
Right.
So they said, okay, we'll strap him up, let you put him on a wheelchair, and only you can take him out. We can't let no other nurses be responsible for him. She took him out a week later. They said, we don't know what happened, but we can move him out of the intensive care to his own room. Moved him on the second or third floor. Bed, window that lit up, fresh air, remote control to a TV. I'm like, oh my God, because the intensive care is just strapped up with tubes in a cold room, in a room by yourself, you know, like about to die, you like in the morgue.
Yeah.
So they had me in the room. I was so lively, and I would walk. They would teach me how to walk every day from my door, probably about 3 doors down and back. It might take 30 minutes to do that.
Right.
To walk to your garage door from here probably take me 15 minutes. So they were doing that, and I'm getting my strength back, and Mom bringing stuff from the house. I'm not eating hospital food. I'm only eating Mama's the broth from what she cooking.
Yeah.
And fresh fruit smoothies. So they say, you know what? I think we can release it this week. I heard that, and I'm getting good. Now I can hear. I can understand that. I'm going to go home.
I'm about to get up
I
out of
don't
here.
know how long I've been in that bed. My mama had asked, they said, you know how long you been in the hospital? I said, a couple of days, and everybody in the room bust out laughing. What's wrong with y'all? They said, you've been here 3 months in this bed. So it was crazy. So when I went home, I didn't recognize my house, nothing in it. So I wanted to stay at Mom's house. That way everybody had, and everybody laughed, playing music and cooking and eating, TV on. So I stayed there. I didn't even go back to my house.
Right.
Yep. So the thing was, you get your memory back and all the good stuff, man.
It's a blessing, man. It's God.
Straight blessing. God show you how to walk and talk again. He can take you from one stage to the next, and only He can do it.
Yeah.
And He used people to help you, you know. So He used Mom to call that shot to say, look, let me take him outside. I'll be responsible. I'm the mama. She signed for it. Took her son home 2 weeks later.
That's a blessing right there. That's a blessing right there for sure. All right, so now yeah, so Fred Child, I want to back it up right quick, and I wanted to speak a little bit about Yola, because I remember the Yola record real heavy, and like I said, as a matter of fact, and I'm not even just saying this because we're speaking right now, I played that record Saturday night. Wow. For a fact.
It still jumped on it. Crazy on it.
You still have to do the breakdown.
Yeah,
I just don't give up. It still works right now.
We was just at the club, wasn't we? At my concert, and the DJ played it, and that crowd, he was pulling out, and that crowd,
they sang word for word.
Know that record, word for word. Out of town, we was in Monroe, Georgia.
Yep.
Me and Kilo, sold out.
Yep. I went to, I'm going to give you another example of that record. So now, my mixtapes is going crazy. I did, the tapes with Gucci. Once I started doing those, that took me to another height. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I'm DJing.
Yeah.
They asked me to play the record. And I said, what y'all? First I'm like,
talk that about this.
Y'all want to play? I said, okay, all right, I got you.
Okay.
I played it. And you cut the record. See, I don't know.
Boy.
They took it from there. I never brought the beat back in.
Out.
I never brought the beat back in.
Wow. Records are phenomenal like
It's
that.
crazy. When it hits like that,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, so now, this is what I really want to speak about. So, I know Yola had went through a situation where he got shot.
Yeah.
And like I know that put
a hole on the record too. I was like, uh-oh. Sound like a flashback to me.
Now you feel you back in the
I'm
drama
like,
situation.
and then it's with the same label, Atlantic.
Yeah, back again.
I think I say, Raheem, you keep sending us these superstars and something happened to them.
Yeah.
Drummer in the jail. Now Yola gets shot in the mouth, and we finna send y'all the other half of his money to do his album. He can't rap. He in the hospital, tubes in his face. He got shot through the jaw, straight out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no. So what tripped me out was his manager is the girl who sung on my first 2 records.
Okay.
Okay, you see where
This
I'm
is
going?
weird,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all fam. So she called me. She said, "Yeah, Rob, he got shot. He got shot, right? Some dude shot him. Something. What? No. Here we go. See, he accidentally shot himself in the mouth." I said, "What?" So a year later, she told me the truth. I said, "What happened to that boy?" She said, "Well, he had money in his pocket, and him and some dude riding out, and he tried to rob a white man in a car. He said the white man took the gun out of his hand and shot him in his face with it, and that's when it went through." I said, "What?" She said he tried to jack the white man with the pistol. He took the gun and shot him with it.
So now, so this being record is playing now.
Yeah, he hot.
Ain't gonna let up. It's doing this thing.
Yeah.
It's doing this thing, and you trying to rob a white man.
Yeah, just for the hell of it. You got money.
All right, so now I'm gonna take you back to, like I said, '98. Before I got here, I was rapping and I was doing all this. So now, like I'm watching TV. I see Raheem, and I'm like, man, like I told you before, I thought if I seen you on TV, you got a record, I thought you made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now, as you know, being a DJ and doing my thing, I know it's not. Sometimes all is cracked up to be in this music business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes you might come in on some street shit, and you still on the street shit when you get in. You know what I'm saying? So why do you think a lot of these people get in and they get this opportunity like this and they just fuck it up?
Because a lot of them, see, the difference between the now artists and the artists in the 60s and 70s, you know, they had a class for you then, like the Miracles, the Temptations, and the Supremes, and they taught y'all to walk, talk, read, do interviews, and they handpicked songs. Remember how they did on that movie? They planned it out. Nope, not it. Still not it. Stuff Barry Gordon doing like that.
It was a camp.
Yes, it was a camp.
It was
Everybody
a
took it for real.
Yeah.
They not taking it for real now. They like, hey, I'm still that nigga on the street thugging and bugging and robbing, and you know, this is what I do. Oh, and I got a hit record too accidentally because some nigga put on radio, Raheem, that shit took off. So nigga, but I'm still that real nigga in the hood. Don't get it wrong. I'm number 1 on radio, but I'll jack your ass.
Right.
I'll rob your ass, fight your ass, shoot your ass, fuck probation, fuck, you know. I'm like, whoa, really? So they didn't get the mind changed. They only got a deal because somebody made them hot.
Right.
But they still thinking, you know,
I'm
like
still in the
broke,
streets.
Broke hood nigga.
Right. Nah, you.
Street. So it's like your life just changed. You number 1 on radio. You don't know how to change.
You should probably want to change.
There you go.
Okay.
Because now your life is totally finna be
Yeah,
different.
I mean, we're doing this to get out of that life. Why would you want to just still keep your foot over there? You know, we trying to get up out of that. You know what I mean?
I want to show them I'm still real. That's what they say. Oh my God.
Show who?
Who you trying to show you real? They didn't help you with your light bill, your phone. If you got kids, they didn't help feed them, put clothes on their back. They don't give a damn about you.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So the drama record was that hitting up north?
Yeah, he was hitting across.
So
the
he
country.
was hitting across everywhere globally. That wasn't.
He
didn't have that problem.
Yeah, he was in Germany. The good thing about when I put out the group records, I did them a little different than me. I said I'm gonna spread them further than I spread myself. I said I'm comfortable with Texas to Virginia. I'm good. I said, but I want each one of my acts to be overseas.
Yeah, you want to be everywhere.
New York to L.A. I'm gonna spread y'all because the difference between them, they didn't have to go through the school I went through.
Right.
So, and I wanted them to understand I went through it, but you don't have to.
Right.
I could take you to all the places that you really want to get to.
Yeah.
I did the leg work.
I know where you need to go.
Yeah, I know where you need to go, and you don't have to go through the woods that I went through.
Yeah,
they got pavement for you.
Right. Yeah.
I can take you down the expressway.
Exactly. Exactly. that chitlin circuit, man. I mean, that's it.
The only good thing about the chitlin circuit that's real good is that 20 and 30 years later, you still can go there and do shows there because the people grew up on you. They don't change for shit.
I swear.
You know about the chitlin circuit.
Swear.
They'll keep booking you.
I swear
They don't go to the city to see you. When you come now, you like Michael Jackson.
I DJ for 3 different artists: Monica, Gorilla Zoe, and Cash Out. And I promise you, I done been to venues with Monica, Gorilla Zoe, and Cash Out.
Yeah.
The same venue.
Yeah.
So by the time I get to Cash Out, he not even believe me. Like, I done been here 2-3 times already.
Yeah.
So I did it twice with Monica, one with Zoe.
Exactly.
So it's like, they continue to book the same.
They keep booking.
Yeah, and it runs like that.
Yep. They loyal. I went to a city, Montgomery, Alabama, and what trips me out is no matter where I go in that city, they come up and say, "My mama love you. I love you. My daughter love you."
Yeah.
I'm like, it's 3 different generations.
Yep.
Because when the 90s was rocking, their mama probably was in their 30s and they was in their teens.
Yep.
And then they got 20, they had a kid, and they rocking too, and their mama still rocking too. So it's like
it's like a couple generations.
you getting played 5 songs on radio. Everybody here, young, old, middle, all. So
Absolutely.
it's like whoever like you.
Absolutely. That's what's up. All right, so now I don't know, man. We kind of coming to the end right here, man. So what you got going on right now?
I could speed them up and let them know what I got going on, and then I can just give you an overdraft on. Not only am I a recording artist and a record label owner, I'm an author too.
I used to. You're author.
I put 3 books out. Yeah.
3 books. All right, really. What are these books about?
Yep, the record game called "How to Get Paid in the Record Game," and the record game can be a dirty game, and the record business from front to the end.
So all the books about the record business.
Yeah. So it's about the record business, and
because quite obviously you have a lot of knowledge about this.
Yep. And the reason why I wanted to put it out is because a lot of people wasn't doing math with the record deals. It was like, I'm with Warner Brothers, I'm with such and such, but I'm in the whole 400,000. Like, wow, your record platinum? Yeah. And then I show them how they got in the hole. So I said, don't beat up the record label. Don't beat them up. They just doing what the contract say. The contract didn't say they gonna fuck you either, but what it did say was this. It did say that we're going to deduct all the expenses that have something to do with your album from your money.
Yep.
And then here's the deal. Your money is, say, I give you an example. Your money is 20%. They 80. They got all these people that's working with them, videos, everything they have to pay to blow you up, and they have to front it. You have to look at it like this. I say, what if they spend all that damn money on you and they lose?
Right.
Do they ask you to give it back to them out your bank account? They tell you to go get a job at Miss Winters and somewhere else to pay that shit back?
Right.
No, they just drop you off the label.
Yeah.
And they take that loss.
Yep.
Now, when you goddamn go flying all across the world promoting your record, you staying in the best hotels, you want limos, you want the best food, you flying, and that shit total, and then you shooting 3 videos, and it total up to 1.2 million.
Yeah.
When your record check come, remember, you don't get the whole check, you only get 20% out of that.
Right.
So say 20% out of $1 million is 200,000. Then you subtract that $1 million, $1.2 million that you had. Now you're in the whole $1 million. They take the 2 out. Now you, and you got a platinum record.
But you in the whole $1 million.
You're in the whole $1 million. So now you say, well, how did they got over on me? No, your contract said you don't have to fly across the world.
It didn't say that.
You can tell your uncle and cousin them, let's get a rental van.
Yeah.
They'll pay for it.
Yep.
Shit, a month might cost you $2,500 for gas and that. You say we finna go do 10 states real hard. Y'all send us the promo CDs and flyers.
Yep.
And that kept your thing down to like $20,000 instead of $1 million or something.
Exactly.
And you do it the old school way. You drive to them cities, you hand out them postcards, and you stay in them hotels. You ain't got to stay at what's called.
Yeah.
So now your check look good when it come now because they only subtracting $20,000 out of your million.
Yeah.
Out of your 200. Now you at least go home with $180,000.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm just showing how to do the math. And I said, they not getting over on you. Everything is in black and white. You reading the same thing that they read.
Absolutely. Okay, now speaking of black and white, so I seen what's going on with the 3 6 Mafia thing.
Oh, you saw that too?
I seen that. It's on Google. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I told my wife, I said, yo, listen, Raheem the Dream coming over there. She from where I'm from, and she's younger than me. So I said, yo, listen, you don't really know who we got coming over today. I had to explain, break it down. I was like, listen. She said, okay, I want to put a face with the name. So she Googled you, and she said, what happened with 3 6 Mafia? I said, I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah, they're cool. They had a record called "You Scared" when I was in the hospital. They record came out in 2005.
Right.
I had it out in 1999.
Right.
What? You scared? What? Then they slowed down. What? You scared? What? You scared? I say, that's just a slow version of my record.
Right. Same thing.
So yeah, because say, we ain't gotta go to court, do a big lawsuit. Handle the tab. They handled the tab. Send it in. And the excuse at first was with a representative say, Master Speed had a record called "You Scared Too." He's like, I guarantee he ain't said like mine. Right. And they played did not sound nothing like mine. Play y'all to play mine. What? You scared? Mm-hmm. What? I just said the fact, what, you scared? What? They slowed down, what, you scared?
Yeah, same thing.
I say, come on.
Same thing.
And then the other record that I put out in 1992, Fergie then put it out in 2006, Glamorous. My record in 92 was called If You Ain't Got No Money, Take Your Broke Ass Home. You say, you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home.
Okay, so now I didn't even know about that. You put me on something else. Yeah. So, because Polo produced that from
he's from Atlanta.
Yeah, he's from Atlanta.
And that was one of his favorite records, Raheem the Dream. But they didn't call me to do the record.
So the world is, you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. Don't know.
Yeah, it was mine. So the lawyers, we didn't have to go to court because they lawyer heard it, and my lawyer, they got together. They said, "Oh, that's his record. 6% to Mr. Raheem of that record. All the sales, Fergie, of that record."
Let's make some money for Raheem. Let's make some money for that one right there. Boy, that was a good one right there, boy. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. All right, so, man, you played me a whole lot of music, man. Tight to Death is thriving right now, man, because you played me some hits. Yes. You got Mozzie in the building.
Yes.
Female artist Mozzie Baby in the building.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be hearing from her. You played me some R&B records. You played me a little bit. Tell me some more about what's going on.
The R&B record is coming from Guess Who, the guys who sung Most Beautiful Girl. Okay. They are so cold-blooded. When I ran back into them, it was funny because I got a text that says, I want to send you 2 records on somebody. You tell me how you like them. I ain't know who it was. I love music. I say, send it on. They emailed me the records. I'm listening to girls singing. I'm like, oh, they going off. And then I hit the dude back. I said, yeah, I want to do some work with y'all. He said, yeah, Ryan, I'm going to see some of mine too. I ain't know who the dude was, right? So he sent me some of his music. I'm hearing him sing. I said, damn, he sound like, oh, that's him, because he was going by another name. Yeah. He said, yo, this is Viro. I used to sing with Most Beautiful Girl. I said, yo, why you say that for
Why you say it for the girl? Yeah.
Right? I'm listening to the girls. I'm like, they cool. I want to do your record. Right. He said, oh, yeah, and Reggie, he's still singing too. I said, call Reggie. And that was the other record you heard, dude singing all the melodies by himself. Yeah, absolutely. He said, man, you think we can hook back up, Ross? I said, yes, we can. He said, all right, we both got records and we both could do something together. That's how I got all the stuff you heard. You still do music yourself? Yeah, I still can do a little something. I got some hidden records I ain't even released. You got some? Yeah, I was going to let y'all hear some. I said, I'm going to just keep it on my groups right now. Hey, man, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Look, man, like I said, man, this is the South Got Something to Say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been down here for 20 years now, and I'm getting the history, man. I got a lot of the history as I've been here, and like I said, man, Raheem the Dream, definitely the guy. I seen Kizzy Rock say this, man. You are the godfather out here.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. He real cool. When I first heard him say that on TV, I was watching it on TV,
Yep.
and I was like, wow, that was big of him to say that about another artist, and he in the same game.
Because when you put it in perspective, because sometimes you have to step back and look back at everything you did. You know what I'm saying? Because you're moving so fast, and you're in that person, so you have to step back and look back and say, wow, I really did that. You know what I mean? And I just want to congratulate you, brother.
So much
and I just
for
want to pay
having me.
homage, man. And I
Sure.
thank you for coming by, brother.
Yes.
Raheem the Dream is in the building. This is the South Got Something to Say.
Yeah.
Love y'all. It's the podcast. Thank y'all, man.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, any shout outs right quick before we go? Instagram, anything you want to give up?
Instagram, I am Raheem the Dream. Also, Facebook, got Micaiah Raheem, and you'll see all of the accolades. Also, the groups coming. Mozzie is coming. Guess Who is coming. I got Double O is coming. I got Swavo coming. What's the other young man we might be working with? He's a cool cat too. Yeah, but it's one in Dallas, Texas that's on fire. Colbert in Dallas, Texas that's on fire. Also want to let everybody know that I got an official holiday in Atlanta. I was awarded that by Kasim Reed, Mayor Kasim Reed. And that day is April 21st. Every year you go downtown to City Hall, you'll see its official holiday, Raheem the Dream holiday
Raheem the Dream
in Atlanta. And what's a trip is the young lady who handed me the award, she wasn't the mayor then. She was just working in City Hall. Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Yes.
She presented me with the award, say this is from the mayor. And he also gave you the Phoenix Award, the highest award a mayor can give to a citizen.
Yep.
And I'd like to thank both of them.
Yeah.
The Honorable Keisha Lance Bottom and my good friend, the good guy, Kasim Reed.
That's why I
Great
love it.
mayor.
That's why I love the ATL. You hear these mayors' names, Kasim and Keisha. Yo, man, it's the South Got Something to Say. DJ Bobby Black, Raheem the Dream.
Yeah.
We out of here. Peace.
Peace.
But it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.